Hey guys and gals, Jim back here for my first video of the new year. Hope everybody had a great Christmas and New Year's. Happy New Year to everybody, and hope it's a good one for everyone. Seems like YouTube, we pretty much got a better understanding of things, so I set my channel as for not meant for kids, as most of my viewing audience is 40 plus and all that. So from there, we're gonna go. My first build for this year is gonna be something I picked up a couple of weeks ago at Hobby Lobby. They now carry the Revell 144th scale Apollo 11 Saturn V rocket. It's the same kit, just a new box art. Real nice 50th anniversary of the moon landing artwork on it and stuff, and all that. I'm going to be building this with a little bit of a display added to it, a little bit of a custom display. I'm not going to go into all that right now and all, but like I said, it's pretty much the same kit, just new boxing and all that. So couple things about my experience with the Apollo. When I was younger, back in I forgot what year it was, but I was down at Cape Canaveral, and I did was able to watch Apollo 15 take off in person. And like I told you guys before, that was something I'll never forget. The feeling of the power. I mean, even a couple miles away, you could see the rocket. I mean, it's huge. But the feeling of the power, the sight when the rocket engine started up and the liftoff, and the amount of time you could see it as it left the launch pad and everything, and started on its trip and everything. I mean, those five F1 engines on the first stage, they're so powerful you could see it for miles away with the naked eye and stuff. So it was pretty exciting, and many years before that, throughout the 60s, the mid to late 60s and all that. I used to go every time our family, we used to take trips to Florida every year, Daytona Beach. The Cape's not that far from there. I've been on several tours of the Cape, and back then, I don't know what it's like now. The last time I was down there when I saw Apollo 15 take off, but back back when we used to actually take the guided tours of the Cape, they used to take us, I don't know if they still do it these days with all the stuff that goes on in the world, security and all that type of stuff that they got, but they used to take us in the vehicle assembly building, what they call it, where they actually stack the rockets. They had little corridor ways that were like, railinged off and stuff for walkways for visitors on the guided tours. So we actually got to see them stacking the different stages on one of the Apollos and stuff like that. And so you saw all the big, equipment, the overhead cranes and everything, and that kind of interested me through the years as I kind of worked in machine shops where you had something similar with, we used to build presses for GM and Ford in a machine shop where I started my machinist career out, which we used to build presses for that were 5 stories tall, overhead cranes that were 100-ton capable lifting and stuff like that. So, that stuff really, I could relate to the size of the equipment even though I was just a kid back then. They also used to take us all the way out to the launch pad 39A where they used to launch all the Apollo flights from. And we got up close and that with the big crawler transporter and stuff, and actually saw up close in person the immense size of that crawler itself and everything, and just the tank treads on it and stuff like that. So a lot of that stuff, I don't know if they do it nowadays like that. Things like I said, things with security, with the problems in the world and stuff, they might not do as much no more. But back then, I was fortunate enough to grow up in a time when we used to actually be able to go on the tours and see all that stuff up close and personal and stuff. So, but anyway, it's going to be my first build of the year. I know I want to get to that Millennium Falcon, the Force Awakens 144th scale, the little diorama. It's going to be lit. I got the photo etch for it. It's been sitting around for probably close to a year and a half now, and I just keep putting it off and building other things, but I'm definitely, after this is done, I'm going to get to that kit. Like I said, this one I'm going to do a little bit of a custom base on it and stuff like that. And also, there's a couple things with this kit I want to point out. If you look at the box artwork and all that, the black and white paint scheme, that's pretty much accurate. For anybody that's interested in building this, or you have a earlier version of this kit, that was released a while back, it's the same kit. The instructions, they point out this here with this black band across, and these black bands go pretty far up. That's not correct for Apollo 11. There was a couple earlier Apollos that did have that paint scheme, but if you're doing this as an Apollo 11 or later, they didn't have all that there. It was pretty much more like what you see on the box art here, where it stops up before it gets to that corrugated area, and then it continues back up here on the instrument section, what they call it. There's a little section between the first and second stage. It's called the instrument section to stage and stuff. So, but this would be the correct way to paint it, like you see on the box art. And like I said, this here area from right up there above the USA, that whole corrugated area, all the way up to the top of that band that goes horizontal, that's not correct for the Apollo 11. So I thought I'd point that out to you. This model still has the same second stage engine problems, where they give you the half of the nozzles, but there's no upper part of the engines. I'm going to be correcting that on my own. I got some spare parts from other kits that I will incorporate into making it look pretty realistic. I know the Airfix one, that one does have the complete engine assembly, and I'm going to make this pretty much similar to that. They do have shapeways. You can get aftermarket parts to rebuild all that properly. I know I do a lot of scratch building, so I'm going to do it on my own. Like I said, I build a lot of models, and if I bought aftermarket parts for every model kit I built, I wouldn't be building too many models, because that stuff is getting to be pretty pricey and stuff and that. But I thought I'd share this with you. This will be my first build of the new year, and I got my Millennium Falcon that I'm going to be doing after this. I know that's going to be a while. I don't know if I'm going to do a build series, because there's plenty of them out there. I might show just progress update videos now and then, but I'm not going to do a full step-by-step build video on it. I got my 1989 Michael Keaton Batmobile, which has been sitting for a while. I want to do that one with some lighting. I got a Dodge Charger kit, one of my favorite cars, just a basic, out of box. It's a Revell, I think it's a 69. 68 or 69, but I'll be building that this year. I got a couple Star Trek models, NX-01, 1/1000 scale, NXO, and also I'm gonna do that in both versions, the NX-01 and NX-01 refit. I do have a couple odds and ends little kits sitting around here and there that I'm gonna be doing, and whatever else might pop up throughout the year. What else do I have planned? Couple little dioramas. I'm going to do some more little Star Wars dioramas with the miniature Millennium Falcons, the 350 scale. Just different little dioramas, like little mini scenes with them and stuff, and things like that. And that's basically about it. Oh, I do have a while back this past July, when I was doing the AMT Man in Space set, building that to commemorate the moon landing in July. I still need to finish up the space shuttle, and I need to mount them all on a nice display base together to show all the different sizes of all the ships. I know I showed all the rockets assembled, painted, and decaled, but I never put them on a base. I will be finishing up that this year. I need to do a lot of masking on the space shuttle, get that painted up and decaled, and that'll be finished up, so I'll be getting to that this year sometime. No particular, order or time frame. It'll be this year. And like I said, we'll see whatever else comes up, and that to add to the year's building stuff and all, and we'll go from there. So in the meantime, like I said, I thought I'd share this with you and all, and I hope you guys like I said, hope you guys are all having a great year. Add into your stash, and got more model kits to build and stuff. And thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for all the great comments you guys have been leaving me. Thanks to all my new subscribers. I've been getting a couple subscribers pretty much almost every day. You know, and I try to get back to my to the comments you guys leave as soon as I can, and that. And also, if you're interested in ever contacting me, you got questions and you don't want to use the comment section, I do leave in the description on my in each video. I leave my email address down in the description section, so you can contact me email and we can take it from there. Also, if you want some good reference photos of Apollo 11, actually, they got a lot of photos of it being stacked in the big vehicle assembly building. If you just look up on Google, do a search for photos of Apollo 11 Saturn V, and go to images, and when you see the images, just look down. There's a bunch of different like websites and stuff. Click on the history.nasa.gov, and it'll give you real nice photos of them actually stacking the stages together and all that, and some good photos of it on the launch pad, and a couple of good photos of it, you know, as it launched and stuff. So that's another place where you get some pretty good details on the paint scheme and all that, and some of the other colors that they call out for the inner parts, the bulkheads for the inner fuel tanks and stuff, those aren't really accurate colors either. So as I get this started building, I will show all that and stuff, you know, what I'm using. It's not going to be a step build, but I'll give updates on it, you know, now and then and stuff while I'm working on this. So so till the next time, hope everybody has a better year this year than it was last year and all that. I'm glad that it seems like YouTube and at COPA and FTC, it seems like everything's pretty cool. It doesn't sound like they're going after people like us. It sounds more like they're going after the big guys and stuff, you know. So I'm still going to play it by ear, play it by safe, but I see a couple guys that dropped off have came back, such as Chris at Classic Plastic. He's back on YouTube and stuff, but it's a shame because he lost a lot of his videos and stuff. So I stuck around, you know, I played it safe. I still popped up some videos, and I've kept on putting it off, and finally New Year's Eve, that's when I went on my on my computer, and I actually set my whole channel as not meant for children. So that should take care of everything across my whole channel, where I don't have to do each video separately. So till then, we'll be talking to you. Happy modeling, and we'll talk to you soon. Take it easy. Bye.